you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna...
When you press me to your heart, I'm in another part, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Every day words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Every day words seem to turn into love songs. Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is love beyond coolest.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carolyn Wilson and I'm a civil marriage celibate. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to the laws of Australia. On behalf of Josh and Mel, I would like to welcome you all here today to witness their marriage and to share in their happiness on this, their wedding day. Now, you have all been invited to share in the joy of this occasion because you are the people who mean most to them, their family and friends, and we would all like to wish them well. Josh and Mel, your marriage today is the public and legal joining of your souls that have already been united as one in your hearts. Marriage will allow you a new environment to share your lives together, standing together to face life and the world hand in hand. Marriage is going to expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and deepen your love for one another. To be successful, you will need strength, courage, patience, and most of all, a really good sense of humour. So let your marriage be a time of waking each morning and falling in love with each other all over again. Josh and Mel, before you were joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you both publicly of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. So with this statement in mind, I now ask you both, do you come here today of your own free will and accord? That's good. And who presents this beautiful woman to marry this handsome man? Thank you, Michael and Diane. Joshua, Nathan, Andrew, Brandon, do you take Melissa Gale Sponberg to be your lawful wedded wife? Do you vow to love, comfort and protect her, be honest with her and stand by her, forsaking all others as long as you both shall live? Melissa Gale Sponberg, do you take Joshua, Nathan, Andrew Brown to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you vow to love, comfort and protect him, be honest with him and stand by him, forsaking all others as long as you both shall live?
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Joshua, take you, Melissa, to be my wedded wife. Mel, you are the love of my life and the woman I will grow up with. You are my best friend who knows everything about me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I vow to love you continuously. I vow to care and support you through everything we go through. I vow to share all my thoughts and feelings with you. I vow to be an old married couple that enjoys staying home on weekends. I vow to continuously engage in keeping our relationship strong by moving forward throughout our lives. I vow to enjoy every moment I have on this earth, and that involves you being in my life.
I call upon the presidency present to witness that I, Melissa, take you, Joshua, to be my wedding husband. Josh, you are the love of my life, and the most wonderful human I know. You fit within your way, but no other human does. You are my best friend and my soul. And I am so incredibly blessed. And to share my life with you. I vow to smile with you, and cry with you, and for you, and everything in between. I vow to be honest and realistic with you, and grow with you as we grow old. I vow to give my all to you, everything that I am and have, to everything that we are, and everything we know that will prosper.
It is customary to exchange wedding rings as symbols of love and unity and as a token of the vows Josh and Mel have made today. Ethan, you have the rings. Could you please pass Mel's ring to Josh first? Josh, repeat after me and place the ring on Mel's finger. Mel, I give you this ring with my love as a symbol of all we share. Place the ring on the finger. Please pass Josh's ring to me. Repeat after me, please, Mel. Josh, I give you this ring with my love as a symbol of all we share. Place the ring on his finger. Okay. Throughout this ceremony, Josh and Mel have vowed in our presence to be loyal and loving towards each other. They have formalised the existence of the bond between them with words spoken and with the giving and receiving of rings. Josh and Mel, may your lives together be enriched with laughter, understanding and contentment. It is my pleasure to declare you to be husband and wife. Josh, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Please put your hands together, everyone. The wardrobe malfunction sorted out. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there'll now be a short intermission while the register is being signed. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you in just a moment to present our happy couple with their certificate of marriage. Thank you. Put your hands together, everyone. Congratulations, guys. And I'd also like to present to them a copy of today's ceremony so they never forget their vows. Congratulations. And family and friends, it is now my great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you all for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Joshua and Melissa Brown. Please put your hands together. In just a minute, our happy couple will proceed back down the aisle, followed by the bridal party and immediate family, who will be able to congratulate them first. They're going to converge on the fountain area over the back. The rest of the guests are then welcome to follow them and line up in an orderly manner and congratulate them also. Thank you all for your attention, and I hope you enjoy your afternoon here at beautiful Liscol Park House. Thank you. Please put your hands together, be upstanding for our bride and groom. Thank you.
The first people I'd like you to give a big warm round of applause for Diane and Michael Sonberg. That's not bad. I think you can keep it going now for Ingrid and Andrew Brown. And for the first of our bridal party this evening, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Warren Gallagher and Mitchell Brown. And they're followed by Karina Scott and Daniel McAway. And let's get the applause going, ladies and gentlemen, for Rebecca Grimson and Ethan Morris. And ladies and gentlemen, could I please ask you to all be upstanding? Let's give a very warm welcome to the new Mr. and Mrs. Joshua and Melissa Brown. Would you please join me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to give a very warm welcome to Mr. Michael Sonberg.
I've only got one daughter, so I've only got one chance to make a mess of this. Good evening, everyone. For those of you that I haven't met before, my name is Michael. I'm very proud to say that I'm Mel's dad. I have the privilege of proposing the toast for the bride and the groom. Before I do propose that toast, however, I would like to make a couple of comments and observations before I do. I'd firstly like to congratulate Josh and Mel on their choice of the venue for their celebration today. This place is absolutely beautiful. The atmosphere has been spectacular and the food and service has been second to none. On behalf of all your guests today, guys, I want to congratulate you and thank you very much for your hospitality. It was just over 25 years ago that I first met her. She was born Melissa Gail Sonberg. Now, Mel, I know how much you love that surname.
Favourite thing in the world.
With a passion. So my question to you is, I want you to put it out in public. Are you going to keep the name or are you going to change it to Brown?
Brown, sure.
Seriously?
I thought Josh was changing his name to Sonberg.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh,
Mel was a delight to Diane and I from the very beginning. She was a very happy and loving kid, and she was also very smart. She loved to learn, she loved to read, as she still does to this day, and she did really, really well for the studies. She also loved the sport. She played softball to a high representative level. She played netball to a Gumby level. Mel, Mel, your mum and I could not be more proud of you. You've always made it very, very easy to love you. We love that we can talk to you about absolutely anything. And the other thing that we really love is that you have got the biggest streak of smart ass in a person I've ever seen. Well, I'm still not sure where it came from, but a parent could not expect more from a child than you have given us, and you truly deserve the happiness that comes with being married with Joshie today. On many occasions over the years, on many occasions over the years, Mel told us that she wanted to have chocolate babies when she was older. Well, Mel, you might just get what you asked for. Because hopefully we might see some little brown babies. At about 16 years of age, Mel discovered boys. It would be fair to say that she brought home a very wide selection of candidates for the position. There were a couple of nice boys, and there were a couple of absolute knuckleheads, weren't there? Then, one day, just under 4 years ago, through our door, strolled this tall, laid-back chap by the name of Joshua Brown. Now Josh, with his very noisy but very slow Mitsubishi Lancer, was a very regular guest to our home. And it wasn't too long before we realised that Joshie might just be the one for our little girl. A parent always wants what is best for their child, and that's never more true than when your child chooses their life partner. Josh, Mel was very, very lucky to find you, mate. You are a spectacular human being. You've always got a smile on your face. Nothing ever phases you. You're a hard worker. You are a hard worker. You treat our daughter with love and respect. You're always there when she needs you. But above all, you make her very happy. It's obvious to Diane and I, having come to know you, and also coming to know your brothers and your sister, that your parents have done an absolutely spectacular job raising you. Your family are all truly lovely people, and we look forward to continuing to grow the relationships with your family that we've already started well into the future. The two of you have been a serious team now for a few years, and you have some quite amazing achievements during that time. You bought a house and you made it into your home. You both have good jobs, you both work hard, you've travelled overseas, and you have built a wonderful, loving relationship, whilst at the same time still growing your relationships with your other family and friends, your home men, which is fantastic. Of course, there are those other two wonderful achievements, big boy and member. It is now my distinct honour and pleasure and privilege to propose a toast to the bride and groom. Could everyone please raise their glasses? Your lives together are just starting, and will take many turns along the way. You will have your good days, you will have your bad days. However, if you have each other, you will have what you need. Cling to each other, communicate with each other, make each other number one in your lives. I love and respect you both very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. That's some very genuine and heartfelt words there. Always a good test. The bridesmaid cry test, mate. It's, well done. Sorry, it's okay. It's all good. You're allowed. That's good. So from one proud dad to another, ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Andrew Brown.
I'd just like to say thank you for everybody turning up. I noticed there's all the friends, family, half the basketball team and club here. When I first got told that I was going to do a speech, Josh told me keep it below 3 hours and no PowerPoint presentation. I have actually shortened it down a bit. But just looking at today's ceremony, it was such heartwarming to see these two young adults that, you know, I've seen them grow from little babies. Well, not Mel, but I could imagine she hasn't grown up yet. But just looking at them, looking at each other, the love in their eyes. The one thing that you've got to do though is always work at it. Never take it for granted. Your love for yourselves and your love and just your self-esteem, look after yourselves as well. But I know in my heart that you'll get all the way through this marriage and love each other forever. And my speech isn't that long. But yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful wedding and beautiful people. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Andrew. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to find out why they call him the best man. Would you please put your hands together for Mr. Ethan Norris.
It's called the A-Train. Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, my name's Ethan, aka the E-Train. And today I've had the honour of standing beside my mate, Josh, as his best man. As most inexperienced best men do, I decided to consult with somebody with plenty of wisdom for a little bit of guidance. Google. What my good friend Google told me was there's 3 main things I should cover off today. The first was tell some stories about the groom, which you probably don't know. The second was share some words of wisdom. And 3, compliment the bride and her party. Before I get stuck into my speech, I had a chance to catch up with Mel's mum earlier today. So I've been mates with Josh for about 19 years now. The whole family is where we met. I don't remember too much from those days. I just remember Josh's brilliant comb over and being extremely jealous of his handmade library bag. I really think our friendship grew over our teenage years, especially when we got our cars. Josh with his 98 XL and me with my 94 Paseo. They had it all. Tinted windows, check. CD player, check. Exhaust tip, check. Alloy wheels, check. Well, it was a check for me. Josh opted for the chrome hubcap. Those were the days. Fast and Furious Minto Drift. We perfected the art of beating any car off the line, even if they weren't racing us. It was the baddest, oil burning, clutch damaging, 5-point turners around. But I think it's about time for a story about Josh. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to tell you a famous Josh story tonight. But to be honest, I couldn't think of one that wouldn't give his mother a heart attack. I'm not even going to tell you about the time Josh had vomited, clogged the sink, and was in bed by 8 PM on his Bucks night. Or that Mel had to hold us both up from going face first into the ground on the Night Rider bus. Josh is certainly the only person I can go to a concert with who only turns up with no shoes and only one sock on. And I'm definitely not going to tell you about the time where we went to the West Lees Club and we had to wheelchair Josh out. Definitely not any of those stories. Although this story is a junk and thrill adventure, it's a story that I'll never forget. In 2006, me and Josh went to the Mars basketball tournament in Cairns. We progressed through the tournament and we're in the middle of a really intense match. Our coach called a timeout and Josh came running over to the bench, sweating as only Josh can. He had a quick look at me and he noticed that I was still pretty fresh. I had to be on the bench. Josh quickly noticed that I was looking quite fresh and asked if I'd been on. Of course I said no. He looked at the coach and he said, "Coach, I have to come off, I'm too tired. Put Ethan on." At this moment I realised what true friendship was. I realised that he was very selfless and it really showed his true colours. And
Right, you got this.
I was actually to this day I still don't know if he was selfless or if he had an addiction to McDonald's double cheeseburgers. But I know from this story that with Josh with these true colours, he'll make Mel happy for the rest of her life. But in all seriousness, he's the most caring, loving, athletic, handsome. Let me say how lucky you are, Josh. You leave today with a wife that is warm, loving and caring. A wife who is funny and whose smile lights up the room wherever she goes. And Mel, you leave today having gained a beautiful dress and a lovely vocab. But speaking of beauty, guys, how good the bridesmaids look today? I have no doubt this will be the first of many wonderful memories Josh and Mel will have. We have all seen them make a wonderful couple and are perfect for each other. If I could have everyone please raise a glass. For love, laughter, and a happily ever after, to you, sir, Mrs. Brown.
Thank you, this well done, Ethan. Put your hand on the point. That's it. Keep it coming in. Not an easy thing to do. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to hear from both our bride and our groom. So I'm not quite sure who's actually going to go. But to that hand went straight up. Would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our bride for this evening, Mrs. Mel Brown.
I'd like to just say some thank yous this evening, although I've now figured out that this is actually not going to be brief at all and I'm probably going to be the longest speaker, so please bear with me. I would like to say some thank yous to everyone and also to some special people in particular. To start off with, I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming and sharing in our special day today. We are so glad that you could share in our special day and in the beginning of the next chapter of our lives. In particular, I would like to thank some of my family, Laurel, Doug, Kate and Andrew, for travelling to be with us today. You've travelled a few hours in this day, and to be here with us today means so much to have you here, so thank you very much. Although on this front, I guess props goes to this one just here. My maid of honour, Beck, has actually flown halfway around the world from London to be here today and has organised so much from the other side of the world. You will honestly never know just how much it means to me and to Josh that you are here today, and I feel as though I can never thank you enough or show you how much it means to us that you are here to share in us with this today. My friend Laura up the back here has arranged all of the flowers for us today, and she's done such an amazing job, not just for the final product that you see today, but in getting everything together over the last few weeks. You've put so much time and effort into this over the last few months, and we couldn't be happier with how everything turned out today. So thank you so much for all your hard work and your support and attention to detail. You have done such a wonderful job, and the flowers are absolutely incredible. To my sister-in-law Tash, yeah, I can say that now. You have done such an amazing job with all things creative for both the wedding and our engagement party. From invitations to thank yous and absolutely everything in between. You have helped us every step of the way, and your work has always been amazing. So if anyone is in need of some creative help, this lady over here is the one to go to. My brother-in-law Tris, who's standing just here. Hi Tris, I future us. He has been a jack of all trades and has helped us out with a few things for the wedding. He's currently videoing this and has kindly given up his time to record all the big moments for us today. He's also made it possible for me to walk down the aisle to the song of my choice. He's actually entirely rejigged it and made it long enough for me to walk down the aisle. So props to that. That was pretty good. So thank you so much. We've had a number of people contribute to today, and we're so incredibly appreciative of their kindness in helping us with something so special at this time in our lives. So a huge thank you goes to my parents, to my grandfather John, who could be here with us today, to Andrew and to Ingrid, and as well to my grandmother Beverly, who also couldn't be here. We really appreciate the contributions you've made, and you've made today what it is, so thank you very much. A huge thank you goes to the rest of my new family, not only for everything that you've done in the lead up to today, but mostly for welcoming me into your family so completely. Thanks, Rudy, you got this. I am so incredibly excited to be a part of your family, and I am so thankful that you've given me, not only me, but everyone in this room and beyond, a human as wonderful as Josh to share in their lives with. To our bridal party, you will never receive enough thanks for everything that you have done. Not just in relation to making today what it is, but for everything you've done in the lead up and for your love and your friendship in general. To the boys, I will mostly thank you for ensuring that Josh got here today. And for ensuring that he survived his Bucks weekend, although as you've heard, I don't know if you'd call being passed out by 8:30 survival. We are so thankful that you have said yes to sharing in our special day, and we cannot thank you enough. The girls have been absolutely spectacular for me, from dress fittings to kitchen teas to makeup trials to long distance decisions on shoes and dresses and everything in between. You have helped me through everything in planning you today, and I wouldn't have done it without you all. I am so thankful that you were all kind enough to stand up beside me and us today, but mostly I'm so thankful to get to call you my friends and to share in your love and support each and every day. You are truly some of the greatest people I know, and this experience has reminded me just how lucky I am to have people like you in my life. So two of the biggest thank yous goes to my parents. I thank you not just for what you've done to help us in preparation for today, in terms of your help and contributions, but also for your love and support in making today possible, as well as each and every day. One of the biggest reasons I thank you stems from one of my favourite stories. Not many of you in this room tonight will actually know, but a little shy of 30 years ago, my parents met on a blind date. It's one of the cutest stories I've ever heard, and I've grown up with such sentiments as my dad telling me that within 3 weeks of meeting my mum, he knew that she was the one. I absolutely love your story. Sorry guys. I got this. I have grown up looking up to a beautiful love story and having something to strive for. So Mum and Dad, thank you for giving me that love to look forward to and to aim for. If you could all please raise your glasses to my parents. Alright, I got this one. Let's go. Last but certainly not least, I thank you, Josh, my new husband. I want to thank you for still thinking it was a good idea to date me after meeting my dad for the first time while she was wearing thongs with socks.
Yeah! It's true. You didn't scare him off, you didn't come around.
Not long after that, I had surgery and was given morphine. It was absolutely ridiculously off my face for a few hours. And after that, you had to wake my mum up in the middle of the night to come and help me from stopping and screaming my lungs out in pain. I don't know why you didn't run, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty glad you didn't. In all seriousness though, I think everything we have said and done today shows our love for each other. But you deserve a big thank you for making this day what it is. Not only that, you deserve the biggest thank you for what you do day in and day out. You are one of the kindest and most selfless people I know. And I am so thankful that each and every day I get to be the person who faces the world with you by your side and gets to see just the way you take everything in your stride. It's not accurate to say that you've given me self-confidence during our time together because I can really only do that for myself. But in all honesty, being with you has given me a wonderful and comfortable space in which to grow and believe in and love myself just as I am. I will be eternally grateful for that and the love that you have given me. I am so incredibly excited to have begun the next chapter of our lives together, and I can't see.
The man's all ready to go. Thumbs are up. Would you please give a big round of applause to Mr. Joshua Brown?
G'day. I wouldn't be the man I am today without every single person in this room. Everyone here has played an important part in my life and has shaped me as a person, and for that I'm extremely grateful. The biggest impact that anyone has had on me is you, Mel. You're smart, funny, pretty, trustworthy, forgiving. There's a lot of now. I'm not too good at English. But most of all, you're perfect. Mate. I couldn't have wished for anything more. Couldn't have wished for anyone that suited me better than you. And that is why I decided to put a ring on it. All the single ladies. When we first met, we talked, had some drinks, and overall just had a good time. I then drove your drunk bum home in the most sickest of Evos known to this day. The beast is real. Lost where I was. We stopped off at Macca's and you asked if I wanted one of your nuggets. These days, you couldn't get within 10 feet of our nuggets. She loves nuggets. Not even a bit. Once I dropped her off and got home, I did what any normal human being would do. Stalk her on Facebook. Not creepy. We began to talk and instantly hit it off. We arranged our first date at Outback Steakhouse She had the ribs, and I had a burger. She convinces me to eat new things, so grateful. Shouldn't say almond speeches. We then had a fun night out at the local RSL. At the end of the night, I drove her home, and she was just still absolutely gobsmacked that this pale, freckly, ranger kid was driving this fully sick ride. I guess it must have been my personality that won her heart. I remember moments like these, like they happened yesterday, because falling in love with you was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Throughout our lives, we've already achieved so many things. You became a lawyer and I became a tradie. It's a trade. We ventured to the States and had ridiculous drunken nights in Vegas where you said, please help.
Vomatron, please help.
Vomatron, please help. She was hitting and standing at the same time. Who knows? We decided that we wanted to move in together, and we bought our first house, which is now our home. We started our own family with two of the most amazing little fur people, and for that I'm ever grateful that you convinced me to keep Wally, because now he is our little man. So if you could all be please so kind as to do the little tappy on the glass thingy, so I could give my wonderful wife a kiss. Thank you.
Well done, tribe. Well done. I'm just going to ask Mel and Josh if they would please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you will agree our whole bridal party looks particularly stunning this evening, don't you think? Done a great job. And our little flower girl, I don't know whether she's still, she's gone, but round of applause for her. Did a great job as well. She was absolutely stunning. But no more so than our stunning bride and groom for today, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give them a big round of applause? Mr. and Mrs. Brown. Oh yeah. So with that, Josh, I'd ask you to take Mel around to the front of the table, and we have this rather magnificent looking wedding cake that we're going to cut. So if you can remember how we were going to position this up around this side, Josh. That's it. You pick up the knife. Jumping around there, Josh. That's it. And the hand over the top. Now, what we're going to do, just allow Nikki and Brett to get their official shots first, and then we'll give plenty of time for each of you photographers to come up and grab the money shot for the night. So let Brett and Vicky have their turn. We done? Yep. Okay, and with a big round of applause, let them cut the cake. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have your own camera. And as they drink a toast to each other, ladies and gentlemen, we trust that on the anniversary of this day, they'll look back with some great fond memories of the history we've created together tonight. Would you please put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Brown? And this is the part where we get to the romantic, sexy part. This is the really good one. We're going to ask Josh if he would take Mel onto the net. He's taking his jacket on. Of course he is. Of course he is. It's all going to happen right here, folks. I give you the new Mr. and Mrs. Joshua and Melissa Brown. for Mr. and Mrs. Brown. Well done. I don't know if you realise, Josh, to get a lawyer to do that much practice is going to cost you about $450 an hour, eh? That's going to be very expensive. Okay, we've got a very special moment coming up. This is a special request from Melissa. It's quite traditional for the bride to have the last dance with her dad. So we're going to invite Melissa to go and grab Michael and come up to the dance floor for this very special father and daughter dance. Very special moment to be, as a dad, to be able to dance with your daughter. So if there are any other dads here tonight with their daughters, doesn't matter how old or how young, we'd invite you to grab them and come up and join Michael and Melissa on the dance floor. Come on, dads, grab those girls, get them up on the dance floor. The granddaughters will do. That's a beautiful moment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And this is your chance to come and join the entire bridal party on the dance floor for the next dance. So please enjoy the evening.